For gentlemen, for boys, every single call center is lucrative. And mind you, it is a bridgement. It's a bridgement. என்ன ஒரே ஒரு disadvantage என்னன்னு கேட்டா, you will be a technical support leader over there as an engineer. Next door, in the other cabin, in the other cubicle, you will have another technical support leader who has just completed 10th standard. So that's the only disadvantage. Otherwise, things are so much advantageous, very, very advantageous. So I have taken this 15 minutes to explain the difference between BPO and call center, to explain the prospective career in call center. Yes, we can join call center. We can really have an interest towards call center, provided you should have the brand. பெரிய கம்பெனியோட கால் சென்டர் அந்த கம்பெனிக்கு இருக்கிற பிராண்டையே வச்சிருக்குன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. You just can't ensure that Tech Mahindra's BPO has got the same brand image of Tech Mahindra. No. We just can't ensure that HCL's BPO will have the same brand image of HCL. No. But Infosys does, Wipro does, Accenture does, then iSoft Technologies does, but not the other companies. So gentlemen and ladies, we have a very good prospective career option, and that's called as business process outsourcing. And among the business process outsourcing operations, if you call a lucrative door, it is the door of the call center. So this is for your kind of information. Now, let's get back to the case. It's like this, my dear friends. Yeah. So, operations from developing countries to low-cost developing countries like India and China. The services provided by the call centers include handling high volume of inbound and outbound customer care services. Number one service that call center does is handling customer care services, inbound and outbound. What is inbound and outbound? Inbound abina more intrinsic, outbound very external. Help desk and telemarketing services. Help desk. You use your ATM card of ICICI. You get a trouble. You get a trouble logging in. You got a toll-free number. There you got a customer call with customer care executive who will be answering your question. And that person does not belong to ICICI. That person belongs to Citibank. So Citibank people are the call center executives of ICICI, and Bank of Baroda executives are the call center executives of Karur Vysya Bank. And likewise, they will have the fleet of, in a way, call center has a tie-up with all the banks. Now the financial institutions will have tie-ups within themselves. So that's all. So help desk naita. You have troubleshooting. You have a trouble using your peripheral or the device that you have got. So you have a person who could help you. So call centers include handling high volumes of inbound and outbound customer services, help desk, telemarketing services, and many back-end non-core business activities such as payroll, accounting, maintenance of employee records, and email management services. So now you might be understanding what are all the functionalities of call center. So these are all the functionalities of call center. The first paragraph reads it. Now comes the second paragraph. The call center business has been flourishing in 6 major cities of India. The most important being Bangalore, Gurgaon, Chennai, and Hyderabad. The Indian call center services market expected to grow $735.7 million by 2008, and that's a massive amount for your kind of information. It operates through an estimated 5 lakh call center agents. So currently there are 5 lakh call center agents, and by the end of 2008, it's going to be doubled or tripled, God only knows. Though the lure of good pay conditions, now comes the case, the content of the case, the thing that we are going to discuss. Though the lure of good pay conditions and the chances of going abroad has argued a healthy sign for a flourishing call center business, it has thrown open a big sociological and psychological challenge for the youth. The major workhorses in the call center business, the average age of call center agent is about 23 years. So now comes the potential challenge. What is the potential challenge? 23 years is the average age of a call center executive. And they are all immune. They get lots of salary. They get huge amount of elevation. As I was telling a little earlier, they get very good, vertical elevation. But at the same time, my dear friends, they get sociological and psychological problems. Micro sleep, micro sleep. When you are insomnic, insomnia, sleeplessness. If you are an insomnic, அப்படினா சொன்னா ஒரு 10 நாளைக்கு நீங்க தூங்கணும்னு அர்த்தம். If you are setting yourself in insomnia, you will get a disease called as microsleep. What is microsleep, by the way? Microsleep affects you only when you are driving, more only when you are driving. You drive the car, your eyes will be active, you will blink than the normal condition, but your internal sensory organs will be sleeping. And in US, back home in the US, about 5 years back, there were 135 people, in a particular month, 135 people died in accident crashes because of microsleep. Microsleep can attack you if you are not having enough sleep for 5 days consecutively. Because we have plenty of time in class for compensating all that. But then, microsleep affects you more importantly when you are driving the car. Call center executives get that microsleep on a massive way. Right? So that's one among the physiological problems. So the average age of call center is about 23 years. Normally, a call center agent has to work on erratic work schedules and pressure cooker-like stress situations. And into the bracket, their performance is measured by the duration of talk time. Yeah, talk time. Now if you call the Airtel customer care, or if you call any peripheral use, say for example you've got a cat, say for example a pocket PC or a palm top, you call the call center executive. The call center executive at the end of the conversation, he will say, I've spoken to you for a duration of 15 minutes 23 seconds. Because his top management will be noticing him. I mean, the monitor will be having a reality check how longer he is talking to the customers. You know why So talk time, based upon the talk time, how long are you going to talk to your customers? You know what most of the Indian call center executives do? Australia, UK, US la the customers கூப்பிடும்போது அவங்க ஸ்லாங்குக்கு பயந்துட்டு how can I help you அப்படிப்பாங்க. அவங்க ஏதோ ஒன்று சொல்லுவாங்க, I'll get back to you in another 5 minutes, thank you so much, thanks for calling அப்படின்னு வச்சுருவாங்க. Because they are getting scared of the slang that those people use. So இப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு டாக் டைம் வந்து ரொம்ப ஷார்ட்டாக இருந்ததுனால now they have emerged a new rule that a call center executive will get the elevation only if the talk time is longer, only if the talk time is lengthier. So it is measured upon based upon the talk time, which necessitates that you need to have a very good communication skill. Yeah. So the average is, many professionals in this industry have complaining of major physical and mental problems, which include depression, anxiety disorders, and relationship-related problems. Okay, so this should be the fast runner. I'm spending too much of time because of the technical problems. Many professionals in this industry have started complaining. You hear me properly, friends? Immense tension and mental disturbances associated with the profession. Above all, the lack of social acceptance for this profession has further aggravated the condition of call center professionals. So, my dear friends, all along this case can be segmented into 3 parts. Number 1, it speaks what is call center. Number 2, it speaks what are all the advantages of the call center. Number 3, it speaks the most dangerous, endangering physiological, sociological and mental problems that a call center executive gets. So we have flip sides of the coin. We have advantage here, we have disadvantage here. And since it is more life-threatening, it has become a case. Okay? So now comes our case analysis strategy. Look at the first question. Suppose you are the employer of the call center firm. What precautions could you have taken to avoid these occupational hazards and safeguard the moral of your employees? Moral of your employees, beg your pardon. What do you mean by occupational hazards, my dear friends? The difficulties you have in your profession is called as occupational hazards. Now, having got known, now I don't think we need to spend much time in reading the case because I have explained the case for everybody's benefit. But what we are going to do is we are going to have a change. Instead of groups, we are going to have a big circle. Okay? So we will take 5 minutes for arranging ourselves. Before lunch, I need to finish up this call center case. What is the time for the lunch? 1 o'clock today. Most of the people, most of us have got a problem of not being able to talk the point that we have in our mind. So we have plenty of risks in terms of expressing the points that are into our mind. Now if you could see psychologically, my dear friends, why a person, so relax, I mean it's not a problem. So why a person is not able to express that is the point that is in the mind is because the person is very focused. Nalla gavaninga. Please listen to me very carefully. A person is not able to express the points that are in the mind because of two reasons. Reason number one, the person is highly concentrating upon his or her weakness at the point of time of speaking. Reason number two, the person has got shyness by looking into the crowd. Now, to avoid this, tossing the basketball will remove this problem. Like for example, if he speaks as a first person, he has the points into the mind, but he is not able to express because of some reason, maybe shyness, maybe internal fear, maybe lack of English, maybe lack of communication power, maybe lack of experience, whatever on the planet he has as a weakness. Now, when he is not able to speak, he can relax by tossing the ball like this. I'll give the ball to the person who is talking. So he can relax by tossing the ball. Now what happens when you are tossing the ball? So I know girls can also play better basketball. So what happens when you are tossing the ball? When you are tossing the ball, your concentration is drifted towards a sport. As I was saying in the movie, sporting is the biggest motivator. Sporting is a big... Sporting is a big motivating agent, and that motivation will take place here. And once this person finishes, the person who finishes to speak, the person has got a choice of choosing the next person. That is, for example, if this gentleman wants him to speak, he will throw and toss the basketball to the person whom he wants to speak next. And the person who catches the basketball will immediately speak next. The mic will be given to him or her. Okay, friends? Now this is the idea. So, now let's come back to business. Now what is the first question?
Suppose you are the employer of the call center firm, what precaution would you have taken to avoid this occupational hazards and safeguard the moral of your employees?
So this is the question, and he will toss the basketball to any person, and that person who is getting the basketball will answer this question. Take care, there is a camera in the middle. So, and cameraman is also in the middle. So now, I want the first person, use it up. So, do we have volunteers here for this exercise? And the person who first touches the basketball will be speaking up. Whoever it is, you are prepared, you are not prepared. It's a shock treatment, I know, but then it will definitely capture the attention. So who is going to be the first person that answers this question? Occupational hazards. If you were a call center executive, what will you do for this occupational hazard? Now Rajesh, you can use it. You can come in front and you can use it. I know it's going to be useful. Come front. No, Rajesh. Yeah, Rajesh. Sir, Anand sir, please, if you could give the mic. So Rajesh, you are tossing the ball only when you are feeling nervous and you don't have a point in inside the mind. No, give the ball to him, sir. Give the ball to him. You have it at the minute. If you have a tryout, now listen to me careful, Rajesh. If you have a tryout, you know what tryout means? Tryout means not having the points to speak next. Immediately you toss the ball. I benignly believe that while tossing the ball, you will definitely get the point what you are trying to speak up. Let's try with you first of all. Let's see.
Good morning, friends. So if I am the employer of an BPO company, to prevent the occupational hazards, I will make arrangements for my employees, such as making yoga training, which will calm their mind, and make some physical exercise, which they could relax themselves. And these are my ideas.
Okay, Rajesh. Now you can pass the ball to whomever you want to speak next. It was just above the head of Sujit. Fine. What's his name? Sujit. Yeah. So Sujit gets the mic now. Sir, I'll collect the ball. Anand sir, I'll collect the ball. You just give the mic. Unfortunately, I am arrested in the same place because of using the wire mic. So Sujit, what is your answer for the first question?
I will take the arrangements to overcome the problems, mental problems, ignored depression.
Are you saying the question or the answer? What question you are trying to answer, Sujit? What is the question, by the way, first of all?
Suppose you are the employer of the call center there.
Yeah, okay. So the first question, right? Now repeat your answer.
I will take the argument to overcome the mental problems, single depression, anxiety disorders, and
You try to solve the mental problems.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Sujit. I'm not getting your words properly. That's why I'm keeping on asking again and again.
To overcome the mental problems.
What will you do for overcoming the mental problems? Try to answer practically.
But better relaxation.
So you will also, just like Rajesh said yoga, you said that relaxation technique.
Yeah.
All right, Sujit. Okay, fine. Now you can toss the ball to whomever you want to speak next. Don't hurt anybody. Yeah, the person next to Ram, black shirt. What's your name, boss? Madhu. Yes, Madhu. So, what is your answer for this?
Yes. Medical checkup or
Good.
employees take relaxations for every month and encourage them to do well work.
Okay, Madhu. I mean, you can make all this possible if you are a person who is in the leading position. But if you yourself were an employee, how will you tackle the situation?
Take the precautions of
Okay, fine. Right. Can I have an answer for the second question from you? Okay, relax, Madhu, relax. Sit down. Thank you so much for answering. So now it's your shot. Fantastic shot. Yeah. So he gets a mic. The person who got the basketball on his knees. Now, for the benefit of everybody, the meaning of the second question, if you are a call center agent, what precautions would you take to keep your morale high? I beg your pardon for the mistake, my dear friends. It is not M-O-R-A-L, it is M-O-R-A-L-E. Morale, அப்படினா feeling highly spirited and the confidence level of ours. That's morale அப்படின்றது. Morale booster. When I say morale booster, it means a thing that makes you more confident. So if you are a call center, so Prakash, if you are a call center agent, if you are a call center executive, உங்களுடைய spirit அப்படின்றத எப்பவும் high bound வச்சுக்கிறதுக்கு what will you do? What will be the precautionary steps you will take?
If I am a call center agent means, if my colleague, if my colleague
Yeah, so you are, yeah, go ahead.
I will clarify all my colleague doubts and refreshing them.
Fantastic, Prakash. Thank you so much for responding. Come on, toss the ball quickly to another person. Sure. Okay, so he gets the mic, sir. Sir, hope I don't bother you to travel here and there. No need of paper. Gentlemen, what's your name?
Sumesh.
Sumesh. Sumesh, I've got a question. Now give it a chance. I mean, the question is, yeah, I have everybody's attention. I believe I will have everybody's attention. So Sumesh, the question is not the first or second question, it is something different. If you become a call center leader, now you know what are the challenges that are in a call center, right? The challenges, the basic challenges. Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the basic challenges that are in the call center, if you are becoming a technical lead or a help desk leader, as a leader, what will be your responsibility to face these challenges of call center, the job itself? I mean, to put it very simple, your team members should not feel that these challenges are attacking them. So as a leader, what will you be doing to ensure that your team members are not feeling bad?
To encourage, to reduce working time.
No, you come a little longer here. You come a little, come to the middle, please.
To give more relaxation to our employees.
Relaxation. Almost 3 members had already said relaxation. Now you tell me. You tell me the interior details of relaxation. Tell me one relaxation technique for keep yourself fit as a call center executive.
To play different games, such as interval, movie, film, and to reduce working time.
Right, so I believe this is the first time I'm seeing you speaking, Sumesh.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. Well, good.
Thank you, sir.
Now toss the ball to a person whom you want to speak. Come on, take your retaliation. Very sorry if it had hurt you. Indra, check whether it is switched on. The mic is switched on. Yeah, fine. So, Indra, the question is very simple. Now, given a chance to take as a call center leader, and there are three options in front of you. A call center leader, a call center agent, that is a call center executive, a team member, and a manager of a BPO section. Which option? I mean, you are qualified enough, you are experienced enough to choose any one of these options. Let's imagine that you are aged, you are experienced and qualified. Now, out of these three options, which option would you choose, Indra? And why? Leader. Why?
Guidance to support the customer.
Given a chance a little later, you will talk much more later. Will you talk? Definitely. Will you ask chance to me? You should ask chance to me and you will pick up the mic and speak. Will that happen? Fine, I believe in you. Right. Now toss the ball. More yours. But does Valiyuku Boram? The question for Rajshekhar is very simple. Rajshekhar, we have been seeing in the case that the call center executives are facing physiological, psychological, and mental problem. Also some sociological problem, right? Now, which problem you think, which problem you think you will get more if you are a call center executive? That's a question for you.
The most problem is physical problem because they are simple, sitting ideal. So this causes lot of problems when they are becomes, that is some 20 or 30 years above they are working. The average age of call center training is 23 years, but they are working for some 4 or 5 years. After that they are going for some other work, that is the age of 40. So that time they face lot of problems because that 4 or 5 years they are simply sitting ideal. They face some knee problems. So I have to avoid that problem by giving some breaks in between that time they work. So that's it.
Beg your pardon for this. Now you will have to come to front because the speaker will make some noises. Now good. Now it is said that call center jobs, Sudha, it is said that call center jobs have got good paying conditions, right? So what do you think? Youngsters getting so motivated towards the payment and going to a job, or they will have to go to a job which has got more open options instead of payment. What is your opinion? Payment first, open options first. Which is first?
Payments.
So Chandrasekhar, the question for you is very simple. When you call yourself as a call center executive, the other people will make comments against you. Now, what is your major, Chandrasekhar? You are a mechanical engineer. Right. So the other people will make a comment against. Just let us imagine that the other people are making. Instead of mechanical engineering, but it's to be call center work people will run their mouth. People will run their mouth, right? So you are in a position to answer those people who say that, come on Chandrasekhar, it was totally unexpected. You have been a mechanical engineer and you have joined a call center. Your emotional intelligence is hurt. How will you react to this, Chandrasekhar?
because people tell about me, but I earn more money, so I will doing the job. It's my life, so I will.
And that's a nice approach. Your answer for the second question. What precautionary measures you will take for keeping your spirit, that is morale, always high? அதாவது வேலை செய்கிறப்ப இருக்கிற அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்பிரிட் அது எப்பவுமே ஹை லெவலில் வச்சுக்கணும்னா நீங்கள் என்ன செய்வீங்க?
The job, tough man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was a... Don't keep taking it.